Hi, how you going? I'm Lieutenant Commander Chris White, and I'm over here with the International MCM exercise staff. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to go through some slides and show you a little bit of information about mine countermeasures to try and explain the details behind it and give you a little bit of background. Go to the next slide. Thanks. So, the International MCM exercise. The main focus of the International MCM exercise is to foster relationships, increase our interoperability, and genuinely come together as an international community and get better at doing MCM. What is MCM though? MCM is mine countermeasures. Next slide. Okay, so mines in general. The big problem with mines is that they're indiscriminate. They don't know who that they're going to attack. The other big problem about them is that they can wait around for a very long time. So really what they pose is a multinational problem, and what the International MCM exercise is trying to do is come up with a multinational solution to that multinational problem. Next slide. What we have here is one of the indicated areas as to where we're conducting our operations, which is inside the Arabian Gulf. Next slide. What we have here is a slide that details all of the forces that are operating in just one of the 3 MCM task groups that we have conducting operations during the International MCM exercise. So you can see a vast number of forces from a vast number of different countries around the world. Okay, so what I'll go on to now is to try and explain what we refer to in the business as the MCM Triad. And you can see there the triangular nation. So we have Airborne MCM, we have Surface MCM, and then we have Underwater MCM. What we have holding those 3 legs of that triad together is a MCM HQ or MCM headquarters. So what they aim to do is mesh those 3 disparate entities in so that their efforts can be harnessed and forward and focused in one direction. So looking at Surface MCM. For the International MCM exercise, we have 3 different types of Surface MCM mine hunters that are participating. And they've come from 3 different parts of the world. San Diego, from here in Bahrain, and also all the way from Japan. Surface MCM Assets are listed here with some more details. What they tend to do is, if you look up on the top left-hand side there, is they use mine hunting sonars to sonify the water to get a picture of what's underneath there. The other thing that they can do is use mine sweeping systems, which is down the bottom left. So that's where they drag through the water either a mechanical device to cut mine shapes so they float to the surface, or another device that puts an influence like magnets or noisemakers into the water that then activates mines. The next leg of the triad is Airborne MCM. And for this, the USN or the US Navy uses MH-53 helicopters, which are a really big helicopter. What they can do is they can do mine hunting, which is looking for mines, or mine sweeping, which is dragging through the water, that equipment I just explained. They also have laser line scan systems that can penetrate the water column so they can visually identify mines. And they also have a system that can neutralise mines once they've found it. Here we have some more details on those systems. This is their side scan sonar systems, their neutralisation systems up there in the top left. That middle section explains on this slide how they actually conduct that mine sweeping mission. And the bottom 2 pictures are 2 of the devices they use to put those influences in the water to sweep for influence mines that sit on the seabed. With Underwater MCM, you can see there once again the global reach of the International MCM exercises. We've got forces from right across the globe. Underwater MCM are usually divers, and divers that employ what we call UUVs or unmanned underwater vehicles. Those unmanned underwater vehicles basically mow the seabed, putting out sonar so they gather images that we can then identify from contacts as to what are mines and what need divers to go down and have a look. Those divers can then reacquire those contacts, identify them, neutralise them if need to, or they can also, what we go through and do is exploit them for intelligent purposes. So these are some of the tools that the underwater MCM guys use. They use underwater navigation, they use handheld sonars under the water, and then they use in the middle section these UUVs as I just described. So they have a REMUS 100 or the Mark 18 Mod 1 or a REMUS 600 or the Mark 18 Mod 2 that can conduct that area MCM search. They'll get places in their combat craft, which are like large or smaller Zodiacs, and they'll also, as you see over there, use mixed gas rebreathing systems to conduct their mission. These next two slides show you some more detail on those UUVs, and this is the Mod 1. This is a small man-portable version, as you can see. And also down here you can see some imagery that's what it gathers in that side scan data. This is the larger guy, as you can see, capable down to 300 metres, where the Mod 1 is only to 100, and it's substantially larger and a fair bit heavier. The other key aspect we have for the International MCMEX is the float-forward staging bases. Two of these are the Ponce and the Uraga. And this is where those UMCM forces and the IMCM forces embark on so they can get out to sea to conduct their operations. And that is the International MCM exercise. Thank you very much for watching.